Hello, everybody. Little Paper Crafter back at you again. I just wanted to show you real quick some of the changes that I'm doing to my scrapbook room. I am cleaning up, organizing, destashing, and making it comfortable for me to scrapbook instead of having all kinds of stuff all over the place. So I'm going to start off with just this corner wall, because this is what has mostly been finished. And then I'll do additional videos each time that I update something new. So let's start off with this one. This one is a hat that I learned about years ago. This is a Target utensils for the kitchen carrier. And basically what it does is it's like 3 dividers, I think, that go in it, and 3 rows of these little 99-cent store containers. They fit in each row. So the very bottom row, I clean that off and I put it in a different area. I'll show you in a minute where it is, so that I can actually put out the big shaker mix stuff that I have, so that I can see it and use it more. And then that's the little craft project that we did at the Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day meetup that we had here in California. So, and then this one is the corner. Okay, so what I did is I did research, and the best pegboard that I can find that was durable enough for the things that I wanted it to hold was the one from IKEA, and it's not very expensive. So I would recommend the IKEA pegboard if you're looking for pegboard. However, I believe they have them at Lowe's and at Home Depot, but they're bigger than what I was looking for. And the one at IKEA, they come with all these additional little accessories that you can use. So up there at the top is all of my Nuvo spray, and then also some of the spray that I purchased. I haven't even used it because I forgot all about it. So those are all ink sprays, and then those are the de-stress sprays that I purchased and haven't used. These are all the stickles, and then these are the dots. I think they're called dots, right? That I have. I got most of them on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And then at the bottom, I'm just clipping different little things that I've gotten from my swaps. And then that's the dots. And then on this side, I have my power box. And I was able to put 2 shelves that were pretty deep in size. So at the top is some swaps that I have. Look at that little cow. Isn't it so cute? And that I wanted to put out so that I could look at it and be happy. There's a PHA one. I think I got that one out of 3 craft chicks. Like, I can't remember. I think 2 years ago, something like that. And then the second shelf, it holds all of my Nuvo drops. This container I got from scrapbook.com, and this shelf, which honestly I think I got that shelf at IKEA, holds 2 of these, is deep enough to hold 2 of these. So I have 4 of these sets on this shelf. And then there's my other Aquanet. That was a swap for the Simple Stories. Here's my camera that I made last year at the PHA retreat that we had all kinds of fun at. And then this right here I've had forever. And this is just filled with a whole bunch of different punches. I don't know if I'm going to change this to somewhere else. They're all organized into certain punches, but this whole, and they're all Stampin' Up! Punches. This whole thing is just filled with punches. And then that is my little rolly cart that has my my Cricut Joy Extra at the bottom, and then it has the silhouette, the small silhouette on the second one, and then the third one is just stuff that I gotta put away. And then this one I'm not going to go fully into because there's still changes that I need to do. Up at the top, I have all my die cut machines, the manual ones, my Stampin' Up one, because I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, just in case you didn't know. And then I think that is the eye punch thing, or the punch, I can't remember, eyelet punch thing. And then that one is the big Sizzix die cut machine. This first box is all my thread, and I think there's some material in there too. And then this one is the same thing. And then my second box, these are all my hoo-hoo markers. And then I gotta organize this side. And then this is one of those little storage things that I got from Weird Memories. And then those are some pens that I purchased that have the silver ink around the color. Those are really cool. And then the ballpoint. And then on the second one, which this one I love. I love Spectrum. Is it Spectrum? I think it is Spectrum. No, not Spectrum. What are these called? Spectrum. That's my internet service. Oh no, it is Spectrum. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. It was a long day at work. So I purchased these wine holders from the Dollar Tree. And actually, you guys, I really like how they look and the storage that it has. I really do. These are inks for my... Whoop. That's not good, Alicia. For my Cricut and for my Cricut Joy Extra. Those are Cricut inks. And then this is not organized yet. And then down here are some more markers. Those are all my Stampin' Up markers. And then my distressed ink pads and all kinds of different things. And then look at, those are all projects that I want to try and get done this year. Okay, so now we're going to get to the part that, like, I was pretty excited about. Ignore the stuff on the floor, because that stuff is just a video I haven't done from Hobby Lobby. But this is my calic from IKEA, and I totally revamped it. So what I'm going to do is go row by row and explain to you what I did. So this whole row is nothing but paper. And this is only half of the paper that I have, you guys. Ugh, it's sickening. I cannot buy no more paper. And then, so what I did is I put titles, and I used my little label maker. Let's see. The one that I use is the embellishment, this one. The P-Touch. I love this one, you guys. So I put the title of everything that is in this box, and all of the ones, if I have not opened it, I left it. I didn't put it in anything, but this one, I think I already had them in these folders. Oh, all of my collections that have ephemera and different things like that, I put it in these folders, the Velcro, with the Velcro at the top. And I did that so the ephemera does not fall out. And then, that's what I did on how to organize it a little bit, because I didn't like the plastic. So see, like this one is another Velcro at the top. These are all my bees. I love bees. And then all this other stuff is just, oh, look at, those are my cows. So cute. But this one is my cow paper. This one is my animal 12 by 12. And this one just has, there's no flip at the top with a Velcro, because there was no embellishments. So this goes back to the cowboy. Looks like there's animals in there. And then that's my little tab and how I can pull it out. So in this, what I did is, if it has any embellishments, it has a close at the top with the Velcro. If it doesn't, it has the other folder that has the pull on the side. Okay, So this one, I didn't mean for it to be this long, you guys. So this one has birthdays, camping, kids, Hello Kitty, blah, blah, blah. So once again, the ones that I have not used yet, like for instance, see, this is one. Actually, this one has embellishments. They're stickers. So that one has the open tab. And then putting them in these envelopes, or these folders, they're envelopes, was probably the best thing that I copied off of somebody, because it just makes it look so much cleaner and so much more organized, and I love it. This one is vintage. I am a vintage person. I love vintage, and I love flowers. So see, there's a flower. 49 in Market, and I put that all in there. And then this one, I don't have a tab on it yet, but this one is all of the 12 by 12 special colored paper. And then all of these are the Stampin' Up! What is it? Two-toned 12 by 12s. I hope I'm showing you guys and I'm in view. And then this is my other type of paper. This is all glitter cardstock, and I put each one in its own color, and it has the tab. I mean, each color is in its own pocket with the tab. And then these are all my solid colors, and each color again has its own pocket with the tab. So I really, really like that. Okay, so here's this one. Gosh, this is going longer than I thought. This row is all drawers. That drawer is not put in at the bottom yet. I'm going to do it this weekend. Okay, so this is, I labored all of my my drawers with what is in them. And this drawer compartment thing, I got this from scrapbook.com. My foam dots, my bows, my blenders, and what I did is these are all the chalk ink pads, my dots, my glitter paste, special markers. I bought different little acrylic or the little plastic see-through containers to divide everything, which I really do like that. Here's all my different pens, the Spectrum acrylic pens and markers. I did make sure to label that at the top, just regular markers, and my chalk pencils and my scissors that I purchased. Okay, so this one, like as it says, embossing powder, ink refills. See how I bought little plastic containers to divide everything so that it's nice and neat. This is the embossing powder. I have a lot. This is glitter, which I have a lot. Diamond dust stuff. That's a lot too. The Spectrum color. Oh, this is a class that I took. It's the Spectrum color class. So this is all like stuff. It was a class that I got off of HSN, and it was a whole year worth. So this is all the stuff that I got, along with all these markers, pencils, blah, 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 that I got. So these two little drawers are all the material that I got from that class. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. This one, so this thing is the wine insert, and then this is the little plastic containers that IKEA has for their refrigerators. So what I did is that shaker mix that I was telling you I changed, I put it in these. I'm going to organize it better so that, like, probably by color, so that I know what it is. But I love this because I could just take it out and use whatever's in it, you know. So there's that. And then these are all my inks. These are all my Stampin' Up! Inks. These are all my Stampin' Up! Inks. Those are my old style Stampin' Up! Inks These are all the new ones. And they have all the little dabbers. This is all of my, what's it called? Doodlebug sets. This is all my foam. This is all my glitter foam. Then at the very bottom, that is all my ephemera, like that was made or that I've bought that's in, cases or something like that. That is empty. And then these ones I have to separate and clean out. I'll be using the same white basket as I have over there, and I'll be putting the dividers in each box. So these are like flowers. These are all 4 flowers. So I got to destash that. So I am going to change that. But that is it. Oh, and then at the top, I didn't really change anything. It's kind of like my bookshelf that I use all my cutters and all that kind of stuff. The plates, all that is up there. And then at the very, very top is just different stuff that I probably got to go through and clean. That is my binder machines, all of them that I have. Those are just buttons and different things like that. I got to go through there and see what I have. Those are all my button makers. Simply Stunning. I don't even know what that is. I guess I think that's my embossing plate. And then there is all my Cricut heat embosser. And then those are all I'm going to change this to be where an area that I can put all those little shelf hanging things so that I could put all my Cricut stuff there. And then the scissors at the top. But that is it so far. There's more, but I want to organize it better before I do a video on that. So with that said, this is video 1 of the transformation that is occurring in my scrapbook room. But you guys, I am so happy. This idea with these labels, amazing. It just seems so much more organized. I know where I gotta go. I'm not looking all over the place. And the idea that I mentioned with putting the paper in the plastic envelope with a tab, and that being a certain type of paper, is so easy to just pull out when you need it. If you want to just take the whole thing, the whole color, you don't know what color you want, you just pull it out. So easy. I got all those at Amazon. So comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would change. Give me some of your ideas. Like I said, this is all news. There's going to be changes that are going on. Probably a lot of videos that show a lot of different things. If you want any information of where I got anything that I put in the video, please write a comment down below, and I am more than happy to try and help you guys. Thank you so much. Please remember to like the video. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on the lower right-hand corner, and you can go along with me on this crafty YouTube journey. Thank you guys so much. And remember, love yourself and love your crafts. Bye.